Thank you. So there are 3 reasons I love to be here. I rushed home from the city today from my daughter's graduation because I don't want to miss Stephanie Bellofatto's showcase. There are 3 big reasons. 1, I absolutely adore her. Who doesn't? She's just absolute magic. 2, I get to see her raving fans. It makes a super night every time she speaks because everybody loves her. And 3rd, we always learn something new. She really has very important information. But on a personal note, something that you might not know about Steph is that she has very long nails. Can you show us your nails, Steph? Yeah. And I don't know if all of you know why she has long nails, but it's a big reason. And she says, book a face-to-face with her if you want to find out. All right. On that note, Steph, take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to share my screen, but before I do, I wanted to share a couple of fun facts about myself with you all. First of all, this is like coming up to my favorite time of year. The weather is warm, all my beautiful flowers are blooming, and I get to spend more and more time with all the people, all my friends and family who I love. So I wanted to say that to you all first. And getting ready to know, oh, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So getting ready to know me, right? Here we go. My why. My youngest son here, Dylan, his birthday is tomorrow, he'll turn 26. My oldest son, Vinny, and Deanna, his wife, are celebrating their 9th wedding anniversary today. I can't believe I'm that old. It's kind of crazy. These are my beautiful grandchildren, my younger one, Styles, and the older one, Jace. And these are the 2 men in my life that loved me from the time I was born unconditionally. My brother, Paul, who has passed almost 2 years ago, my dad, who I lost because of 9/11, and me. I work with my best friend. She owns my company. We've been friends since we're 11. Her name is Lisa Smith. And we raised our kids together. And who better to get to work next to than your best friend? I love her. I love her family. And we grew up together and our kids grew up together. So it's nice to get to work alongside your best friend and help them build their business. And of course, here is my fur baby, Frankie, who will be 12. I just had to jump offline for a second there because he got his nail caught in his hair. So, so this is my why. These are super important people in my life. And I hope I make them proud. Life happens, right, guys? In November 3rd of 2019, I fell off my roof and broke my back. I had all of you in this room, a lot of you in this room, who came to support me, showed up at the hospital, stopped at my house. Mike Stevenson from Brim & Brand picked me up every week to bring me to the meetings, chapter meetings, because I didn't want to miss a meeting. I only missed one meeting, and that was the night I was having my surgery. And then in March of last year, I had breast cancer. And without the love of all of you in this region, you guys helped me get through that. And again, I didn't miss any meetings, right? Because that's what you guys energize me. You guys keep me going. And that's super, super important to me. But tonight I want to talk about making sure you're ready in case of an emergency. And I want to start by, you know, we have Kristen Sullivan here, who is our personal lines insurance person. And we have Maria Metropolis, who's our commercial lines insurance person. Together, the 3 of us can give you the security that you need to keep your business safe. And what that is I call it the ServPro Emergency Ready Profile. So no one ever plans for a disaster, but you plans on a disaster, but you can plan for it. And this tool that I provide helps you to do that. Now, this next photo I'm going to show you is pretty impactful. This photo is during Superstorm Sandy. There was one building that was fully prepared for this disaster. You know which building that is in New York City? That's the Goldman Sachs building. They had this plan in place. They had an emergency plan in place, which included generators. And as you can see, they planned for it, right? Not only do we get your doors back open quickly, we also want to minimize any chance of secondary damage. Do you know that over 50% of businesses that suffer a large loss never financially recover? I don't want that to be you or anyone else that I know. You know, if they had some type of response plan in place, that could be greatly minimized. Timing is everything. By developing this plan for your business, again, it'll minimize the time that your business would be inactive. Think about this for a second. Are you ready? Are you ready? Think about this. If you're a business owner, if you're a restaurant owner and your business suffers a loss and you go to date night every week at the same place and that business isn't open, you're going someplace else, right? So if they go someplace else and they like that food better, you just lost a customer. I don't want to see that happen to anybody, right? Why ServPro? I do this for you for free. This is a service that I can provide to you or your brick and mortar business or a business that you may know for free. It provides all critical information that you need in case of an emergency, such as I would ask you who the building owner is and have those emergency contacts. You don't have to own the building, you just have to own the business, right? So who's the insurance carrier? Who's your electric company? Who's the gas company, right? All of this information, do you see these tags at the bottom? It says water shut off, gas shut off. I go in and tag those things for the business, okay? It's super important to know. And I'm gonna ask all of you, do you know where your shutoffs are at home? Because if you don't, tonight after you get off this call, I want you to go and check and see where they are and tag them and mark them for your family so that you can keep them safe. By doing just that one thing, if you're not home and something happens, a pipe bursts, somebody will know. You can tell them exactly where to go and tell them where it's tagged. You can be minimizing the size of a loss by doing that. We're talking business, but I want you to also be protecting your home. I want to make sure all the spaces that you are in are covered, right? So I also ask questions like, hey, listen, when was the structure built? And if it was renovated, when? What's the square footage? How many floors? What are the access points? Is there elevator or stairwell access? Where would be the best places to park a vehicle if you were to suffer a loss? And if a structure's built like pre-1980, we're required by New York state law to do asbestos testing. Knowing that ahead of time lets us know if you suffer a loss and you tell me, oh, Stephanie, the second floor is totally flooded. Well, guess what? I know what the square footage is. So I know what to tell the guys to put in the back of the truck, how much equipment they need to bring in order to mitigate that damage quickly. Not only that, after I do this, I give you a hard copy, but then we have an app for your phone. And if you are to suffer a loss, all you have to do is press one of those buttons, whether it's fire, water, mold, or something else. By pressing that button, it'll send a message to my office that you need service immediately. My ask of you tonight is open your email. I'm going to copy and paste this in the chat for all of you if you feel comfortable sharing this with a business owner that you know. I won't go through all of it, but it basically tells them a little bit about me and what I do and how I can help them. And my contact info is right here. Again, Stephanie from ServPro of Putnam in Northwest Southeast Dutchess County. I want to thank you guys all for your time tonight and your support.
Steph, you did a gorgeous job. Everyone, what you've been through, the challenges and how much love you bring to everything you do. I just want to thank you on behalf of all of us, because there's a reason everyone's here tonight. We actually really love you as much as you love us. Thank you.
Well, thank you. If anybody has any questions.
Well, wait, Barry, we need a little moment with
Oh,
Barry.
yeah, that's right. Barry is going to end it for me. So go ahead, Barry.
No, I don't think so.
No, you got to do it now.
No, I can't. It's
Yes,
embarrassing.
you do.
No.
Please.
Barry, please.
My apologies to Mickey Mouse. ERPs, perhaps you'll use Steph. KEY. Why? Because you had a claim. She'll take care of you. There you go. That's it.
Thank you, Barry.
I'm like an idiot. I mean, I swear.
You are so not like that. I want to thank you guys all for listening tonight. And if you have a question, please raise your virtual hand. And like I said, I'm going to put that information in the chat for all of you. And I would really appreciate if you could share this with someone that you know, and also make sure to copy me on it. I'm putting it in the chat for you all right now.
Steph, I got a question for you.
Sure, man.
So is there a certain size of a company that would be ideal, or can it be a small company, big company that's good for that? I can't remember the name of the service that you offer.
ERP, and it can be any size company. Any size company. Listen, you're a business owner. I take a lot of pictures. You don't have to own the building. You just have to own the business, right? When you're insured for your contents for all of those items. I want to make sure that I have pictures of all of that stuff for you, so that if you have a loss, your insurance is properly covering you and taking care of you for it.
So Stephanie, what's the range? What's the radius that you cover with your business?
I cover Putnam and Northwest Southeast Dutchess County. I can go outside of it, but within a certain range, right? So if you know a business outside of that, that's fine. I can still provide that service.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Alex.
Hey, Stephanie. So first off, great presentation. Like always, I echo what they said earlier, you really rock and we love you to death. And you're a really amazing person and you have an amazing heart. And I just wanted to tell you that. Also, I just wanted to ask, because obviously working in the bank, I see a lot of businesses that have their businesses located at home. So they're actual home-based businesses, and maybe the basement or something like that, or first floor, they convert it to like offices, and their employees actually go to their houses to do it. So I guess my question is, does it have to be an actual building that you do, or can you prep it for somebody who has a business at home and is really using the home for business purposes?
It's usually brick and mortar businesses, but it's something I can discuss with someone.